Hello everyone and welcome back. So I have a pretty special video here to show you. I've done a few videos on a guy named Grodo. He sent me a few of his replays and I really liked his style. We've kept in contact over the past few months and he just came back to the game, as did I obviously. So he challenged me to a 1v1 and I said why not. So here we are doing a 1v1. I've got a pretty standard katana core going here. 6 katana samurai. I've got 2 yari samurai. 3 bow samurai, all veterans. Vanilla bows are just really terrible. Mixed cavalry component, I got 2 light cavalry and 1 katana cavalry. Over here we have Grodo. He's got a similar cavalry component. He has 2 lights and a bow cavalry. A veteran bow warrior monk, rank 9, very scary. 5 katana samurai as well. A couple yari ashigaru, yari samurai. Naginata attendants, 2 of them there. And that's about it. Alright, let's get this started. Now, just to get this out of the way, he was on the phone here for like the first couple minutes of the battle, so that's why his micro isn't so great, so give him the benefit of the doubt there. But we are at Chukogo River. There's actually 2. There's like Chikugo River and there's Chukogu River. This is one of those. Must be a newer map. I hadn't actually played on this map until today, and I actually really liked it, so this is where I chose to do the first battle. Technically, I guess the challenger chooses the map. I wasn't really thinking about that, so I gave him the opportunity to choose the second map. But regardless, we're here at Chikugo River. I actually like it that the river's on the side kind of hems people in. It's got these 4 little hills with a shrine right in the middle. It's so varied in such a small amount of space. I feel like it's really a very good competitive map, so that's where we're going. He's sending 2 light cavalry up right away up to the top of this hill, hiding them in the trees. Good move to keep him there as a threat, hoping I forget about him. It's actually... People do forget when you hide things, so it's actually a pretty good strategy. This bow cavalry is kind of scary too. I do have 3 bows there to fend it off, but bow cavalry is just always sort of a scary thing. If they're very good at microing, they can do so much damage. I'm putting a katana cavalry over here just to scare off the bow cavalry, because that's all I need to do with it at the moment. Not going to turn the battle in his favor by any means with just 1 bow cavalry, as long as I can keep an eye on it and keep it from doing any real damage. My bows will also do a good job of carrying me too, but my light cavalry are going to be moving over to the side with his light cavalry and using them mostly as anti-cavalry, with an infantry advantage, a slight one in terms of numbers, though all of his katana samurai are really high level, some of them even rank 9. So not a clear-cut infantry advantage, at least not totally, because of his veteran katanas. And my 3 bow samurai will do a lot of good work in cutting down his troops, maybe even his general if he gets close enough, as long as those bow monks don't do the same thing to my general, who, if you didn't see the last video, is a leadership general now, with some bow levels too. I actually really like that combo, the leadership general main with a secondary of a bow general. Really helps the armor penetration on those bows, and you can actually snipe generals and high value units really easily while keeping them behind your lines and getting the benefits of those leadership generals traits as well. Bows are a little late moving up too. Like I said, he was on the phone here at the first part, so he was kind of hanging back a little bit. I offered a pause, but he was like, nah, let's just keep going. So I was actually able to take the shrine fairly easily, though he does have some scary cavalry ready to attack, the bow cavalry over here and his lights over here in the forest. Mine are just on anti-cavalry patrol at the moment. My spears are going over there to guard on that side too. Now you'll really see how fast these Yari Samurai can move. I've actually tried some battles where I used Yari Ashigaru and no Yari Samurai, and I don't like it. They're so slow. These Yari Samurai are fast. They're almost as fast as cavalry when you use their advance rapidly, and all my Yari Samurai have the speed upgrades too, so they can book it if you tell them to. He's actually just running up, just trying to catch his cavalry off guard. Maybe I can. But he's going to take that opportunity to go right into my bows, which isn't such a bad thing. I'm not a huge fan of my bows, so if they end up dying to kill the enemy's cavalry, I'll take that trade usually. His bow cavalry is also going to get caught by my katana cavalry and taken down pretty hefty over there. His bow monks are also just destroying mine. Bow monks are so powerful with that armor-piercing ability, and just taking down so many of my bow samurais. A lot of my bow complements are just going to get destroyed here. I know you missile lovers hate seeing bows get sacrificed like this, but it does happen, and I'm very sorry for that. But out of the forest is going to come a Yari cavalry, something I hadn't anticipated. Very good job by him to keep that cavalry hidden until the moment was right. Now watch these guys run. My Yari samurai are going to respond, and I turned on the advance rapidly, and look at them booking it over there. Look at how fast they are running. That's what I love about Yari Samurai. You can move them so fast, and that's not fast enough to cut off that Yari cavalry. And there go my bows, who actually didn't rout because this replay is corrupt. But, I mean, they weren't a huge factor in the battle up to this point anyway, so not a big deal. This Yari Samurai, with the cavalry threat pretty much on lockdown here, my Katana cavalry actually caught up to them and is going to fight them over here. And just take these guys out. Ooh, the screen rumbling. My light cavalry are still unused. Where did his light cavalry? I think I routed his light cavalry as well. Yeah, his light cavalry is gone too. So I'm the only person with cavalry left, besides this Yari cavalry, who's actually getting cleaned up pretty badly by my Katana cavalry, surprisingly. Down to about even numbers, but this Yari Samurai is going to take him out and finish it off. Now here's a really good thing to do, and I'm glad I did it in this battle, because I'm usually bad at doing this. This Yari Samurai here is going to pull back just a little bit, and he's just going to take the charge of all these Katana Samurai and just tank it. Wear him out, kill as many people as they can, and there he goes. And split up the army too, because now this Katana Samurai is isolated. This one's going to be able to take it. Two are going to be charging into him. We have Katanas coming out to intercept there and flank. This side's going to get smashed as well, being far away from the general. My general is still mounted, not in stand and fight yet, and is going to start shooting into the enemy general as well. That's when my light cavalry is going to be able to come around to flank and surround Grodo's army. His Yari cavalry has also been routed too by my combined spears and cavalry. They'll be moving up to join the battle shortly as well, but I had things to do back here. One of my bows is still alive and going to be able to shoot into the enemy. I think I was targeting his general at this point. Yeah, he's down to 19 men. And he's going to pull his general up and try and get him into melee too. I'm moving my general around to shoot. Probably going to put him in stand and fight, I think, pretty soon. The Yari Samurai is taking serious hits, still at 28 men and wavering. That's pretty impressive to be taking on 3 infantry units and last that long. But I've routed the stuff on this side too, so my Katanas are going to be able to come up and finish off these weakened Katanas that are a little tired, and of course they've taken casualties too. So Katanas are now spreading out and killing the mainline infantry. All that's left over here is going to be Yaris. They'll get cleaned up pretty easily by Katanas as long as I can route these Katanas over here. I actually did forget about my Katana cavalry for a while, but only 15 men, so not a huge thing. That's when I'm going to go into stand and fight. What happens though is there is going to be a hole created here in the middle, and his Yaris are going to be able to come in and hit my general. But with his general gone too, he's been routed. Don't think he died in this battle, but he is routed. So they'll be losing the morale, especially with the Yari Ashigaru. And that's all that's going to be left here on this side is a rank 9, of course, Katana Samurai, though. He did pop his rally before he routed, so they're not going to be routing quite yet. But the Katana Samurai are going to be able to clean this up with 2 units to 1. This whole side has collapsed as well. Not terribly corrupt as a replay. The bows were a little bit, but I'm actually kind of impressed. My general's actually going to be setting up here. I thought he was actually going to mount up again. I actually did that once in a battle, but and there it is. That was game 1 of the challenge. I think I did pretty well in that battle. I've actually not done too well lately. I think I was like 2 and 4 today. It was pretty bad, but it's gave me a lot of confidence. It's a pretty good win. And had a lot of fun. Grodo's a great player, so it was good to be facing him on the field of battle. We did one more battle after this, which you'll have to watch in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.